Regie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my live streams. This right here is the Ready, Set, Go preview show. This is a show that I do every single week. I do it every single week, typically on Sunday night, always at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. And during this show, we attempt to do a couple of things here. I attempt to talk about some news and some current events and things that may be top of mind for me, may be top of mind for you. I give you a preview of a lot of the content that is going to be coming out from the channel over the course of the week. And then we generally have a fantastic time, especially because I always give away a really cool slab as part of this show. And then I also show you the slab that I'm going to be giving away this coming week. So we have a fantastic time during this show. We do it every single week. And I can tell you for a fact that there are a lot of people that will actually show up to this show. They will show up 20, 30 minutes early because they are chit-chatting in the community, in the chat room. They are having a good time, almost like a preview to the main show itself. So if you are not joining early, you are missing out because I can tell you for a fact that folks have a fantastic time as part of the pre-show. So I want to welcome everybody to this live stream, and I want to thank you for spending just a little bit of your Sunday night with me. It's been a good day here for me, good weekend overall. Took 2 naps today. I took 2 naps, and the wife didn't know about either one of the naps, so that's fantastic. And we're talking like 15, 20-minute cat naps, right? But I woke up feeling refreshed. Let's put it that way. So let me say hello to some comic book soldiers, and then we are going to jump into the agenda that I have here. I'm actually just revising the name right there. My good friend Tina's in here. Tina, it's good to see you. My man Jerry Beardy, comic collectors in the house. Wes is in here. Show Swole-Just, stand up. Al is in here. Comms Collections. How you doing, brother? Harvey Abel is here. Rafi is in here. Ultimista is in the house. Rye is here. Jim, how you doing? Randy Snake, my man Joe, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you. Flash fan, I was just watching Flash on the CW. I've watched this is my third stint maybe of watching this show where I just kind of binge lots of it all at the same time, and then I won't watch it for a while, and then I go back and binge watch it. Definitely enjoying that show, and I was been reading some Justice League over the past weekend or week or so, and getting some improved understanding of Wonder Woman, Batman, Flash, etc., etc. Let me see, who else do we have in here? Hawkeye, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Breezy Ballistic, how you doing? Master Blaster is in the house. How you doing, brother? Scrolling down through the names. You guys were having a really robust conversation there. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. Again, I want to thank everybody for taking a little bit of time. So we're going to give away a really cool book. We may throw a couple of curveballs, hand out a couple of these Jack Kirby cards. I've been giving these cards out for like 2 weeks now, and I can tell you I still have a ton. I don't know how many packs were in there, but it's almost like an endless box of Kirby cards, and no one has found the gold card. So I'm hoping that sooner or later somebody will be like, I got it. So that is my thing. All right, so we have a couple of things that I want to talk about. I think I have like 3 things on the list here. 2 of them are somewhat related. And then we're going to give you guys a preview of some of the stuff that's going to be coming out from the channel this week. And I can tell you that there's a little bit of connection. There's a little bit of connection between something that I'll be talking about in a video and also something that I'll be giving away here on the channel. So a little bit of mystery and intrigue there for you. I think that somebody just dropped in a super chat, so I want to acknowledge that before it goes away. Closet Geek, how you doing, brother? I definitely appreciate you swinging by. I know it is late there for you. I know you are about to go to bed. But I appreciate you swinging by for a minute, brother, to say what's up. Hope all is good with you. What was there a comment? Where are we supposed to open it? Yes, man, you better open these things. I am on the lookout for the 24 karat code card, 24 karat gold card that is reportedly in these packs. I don't know if it's one per box or one, like, I don't know, for the whole run. Who knows? But I'm definitely excited to see if one of you guys gets it. There's another super chat here. No Good Comics is finally catching your Sunday show. Thanks all for all that you do, Reggie. You are very welcome, and thank you very much for the super chat. I absolutely appreciate that. And welcome. If you have never been in one of the live shows, man, treat yourself. We honestly have a good time during the live show. There are things that I try to get to that are on my agenda, but then we just kind of, depending upon how long I go, we just randomly just talk about whatever may be top of mind. So definitely welcome to you, No Good Comics. I appreciate the super chat, and I'm glad you were able to make a live stream. So I do know you, my friend. I do know you. All right. So one of the first things that I want to talk about, man, if you guys remember, a couple of weeks ago, I can't remember the guy's name, but he actually sent over a really awesome AOK to me that was designed to be given back to you guys. And what he sent me was a really nice Daredevil Punisher wallpaper. And it's posted on my website, regiecollects.com. You guys can go there. You can download a high-res version of this Punisher Daredevil. Fantastic piece of art. Let me do this real quick. Let me acknowledge this one because it'll get away from me. Charlie Miller just dropped a super chat. Thank you, brother. I absolutely appreciate you. He says, first time seeing the show. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. I want more first timers to come in here if you guys keep giving super chats. That's all I'm going to say to you. I just bring all the new people in. And no, I'm joking. But Charlie, thank you very much. I'm glad that you are able to make a live stream. It's fun, man. The live shows are fun, not just because of what I'm doing on camera, but also because of the folks that are in the chat right now that are just mixing it up and having a good time. So welcome. I'm sure you're going to find yourself in very good company here. So the Daredevil Punisher AOK that was sent over to me by a subscriber was really sparked by conversations that we were having here on the channel about just how good the current run of Daredevil actually is. Chip Zdarsky is doing a fantastic job on this current run. And he was identified on one of the Go Collect blogs as being one of the great creators in 2019. And the guy has continued that into this year. He is killing it. The Daredevil run, the current one, is really, really good. If you haven't read it, I definitely want to encourage you to check it out. But what happened is he was writing this story leading up to a really big event, right? And I haven't read the last few issues, to be completely honest, but he was writing this in such a way that it was leading up to a really big event. And then Voldemort hit and everybody had to shelter in place. So he had this big cliffhanger that was out there that was only supposed to be out for a little while before the next issue of Daredevil drop. But it's been, it's been stretched out because people are sheltering in place. Comics are being shipped, the whole 9 yards. But he actually has revealed in a very, very cryptic way, that there are major changes that are actually coming to Daredevil. And I am honestly excited about that. I'm actually going to try to read some of the Daredevil run again tonight because I've taken a little bit of a break from it as there's been other things that I wanted to read. But here is an article. Here's an article about the writer of Daredevil, Chip Zdarsky. Basically says he is prepping to change everything about the character and how the upcoming stories set the stage for the future of New York City in Marvel Comics. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I read this article and it was super cryptic. It was a super cryptic article because Chip is not in a position to actually tell a lot about what's going to happen. And so he's like being evasive in his responses and things like that. But he says in issue 1, Matt killed a guy. He gave up being Daredevil. But wouldn't you know it, he's back in the game, right? He's been dragged back into the costume life, but different, better, more whole. And so this run of the current thing of Daredevil is really, really fantastic. He said, he comments here, I wouldn't have ended issue number 19 on such a cliffhanger, basically alluding to the fact that the elongated nature of the shelter in place basically was not well timed for good storytelling. He said, it's been surreal, hunkered down, worried about the world, and continuing to write issue 20. I'm grateful we've been continuing along, but it's been hard to focus on Matt and his story in the middle of everything. Recently, that shifted for me, where I really relish getting to disappear into writing this world, and hopefully readers feel the same reading it. And so this run, man, is really good. And so I'm kind of excited about this. And he says, I can't give away too much about his new challenge, but an old one is surely getting a foothold, and that's Typhoid Mary, who has been hiding in plain sight all along. A new one will be revealed in our Daredevil annual. So I'm guessing this might be a new character. He says a new one, a new challenge, if you will be revealed in Daredevil annual, though they're not exactly new. So maybe it's not a new character. He says, I'm so vague. And so he kind of points out here that while he's been leading to something that I think is going to like kind of sort of manifest itself in issue 20 of Daredevil, it will actually also latch into what is being done in Daredevil Annual number 1, which actually comes out in August. So he's basically making the argument here that you can't skip the annual. You probably want to get the annual because it's all going to kind of tie in together. So again, I highlight this thing, man, because I honestly was reading this current run of Daredevil and just really enjoying what was going on, how Matt Murdock was struggling with his religion, which has been very core and fundamental to him. He's struggling with being a hero. He's struggling with like just life in general. And so it is all not for naught, right? Because it's actually leading somewhere. We just don't know where. So check it out if you guys get a chance. I thought it was an interesting read. I think it's an interesting article, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what happens with this character. All right, let me scroll back down to the chat here. See what else you guys are talking about. Omega Comics, how you doing, bro? He's good to see you. He says, I've been saying Daredevil is the best Marvel book. The Masked Raider is coming. Man, I'm telling you, I think a lot of people were talking about Daredevil for weeks and weeks before I started to read it. And I was like, yeah. Daredevil's good. Yeah. And then I read it and I was like, okay, the comments are legit. The comments really are legit. Regie is single-handedly turning Daredevil red on. What do you care? You're a Flash guy. You don't care about this guy in red. It's the other guy in red that you love. No, I hope I'm not. I hope that I'm not turning anything red. But again, I definitely encourage you guys to check it out, man, because it is a really good read. My man Joa, how you doing, brother? He just dropped a super chat on me. I definitely appreciate that, my friend. What? Oh, wait a minute. I lost a comment. Chris Bigger, how you doing, bro? He says Daredevil needs to come to Disney Plus. Preach, man. I'm telling what was happening over at Netflix was so fantastic. Like, I don't necessarily need like Daredevil and Punisher in a movie. That'd be cool, right? Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. That'd be cool. But I really enjoyed watching them on the small screen, you know, for those 13 or so issues or episodes that they would do on Netflix. I enjoyed sitting down and just watching those episodes, and I enjoyed it. The stuff with Daredevil was so well done. I think the dude's name is Charlie Cox. I don't know many celebrities' names. I'll be completely honest with you. That dude is a perfect Matt Murdock. He played that character so well. The woman that played Jessica Jones, I think she was like pregnant recently, may have already had her baby. I'm like, let's get her back in the gym. Let's get that baby body going so you can get back in there, because her as Jessica Jones was so good. Luke Cage, another one that I enjoy. I would love to see these folks come back and go to the small screen again. And yeah, maybe we'll throw, the guy that did Iron Fist. We'll bring him along for the ride. I think he's been actually doing more. Like, he's actually been, taking like kung fu classes, karate classes, that kind of stuff, maybe working out as well. I think he's trying to do some things to actually, and maybe taking some additional acting classes. But he may be coming back as well. So what is this? The Netflix series were great for the first few seasons of each character, man. And they went wrong with Luke Cage, with some of the language that was used in there that I didn't necessarily agree with. And then I think that they stretched that last episode, that last season out a little too long. I think the writers actually wanted it to be about 8 or 9 episodes, and they stretched it out to 13. It was super painful because of that. Scrolling down, pre-baby body. Don't get me in trouble. Don't get me in trouble. Scrolling down, I don't want Disney to water down any of the Netflix. I don't know if they will, man. I mean, they've already said that they're going to allow the Merc with the Mouth to be rated R. So they may not water it down, right? They may not water it down. And just remember that Netflix actually owns 60% of Hulu. So if they're concerned about their image, if you will, and cursing and violence and stuff like that on the Disney streaming service, throw it on Hulu. Throw it on Hulu, because it'll probably be the best thing on Hulu. You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much by skipping that one. Scrolling down to some of the comments here. Yeah, man, they were painful. The music was pretty good though. The music was good, but many of those episodes I could have skipped through those. So, no, don't do that to yourself. No good comics. Don't do that to yourself, brother. Scrolling down, what is this? Iron Fist is the black sheep of the Netflix show. It is. I would completely agree. I actually enjoyed the Defenders. I enjoyed the Defenders when they all came together. Oh man, that fight scene when they were in the office building and they were working their way through that. Woo! That Jessica Jones, Punisher, Daredevil, the Defenders. I enjoyed those shows. I enjoyed those. Yeah, those were pretty good. Those were pretty good. Iron Fist gave me a headache, except when he pulled out the 2 guns. At the very end, when he pulled out the 2 guns, I thought that was really cool. I was like, okay, you're shooting chi guns now. I'm good. You guys see my my military inspired stuff going on. So I got the soldier shirt on, the camo ring, and then the military inspired green watch. What is that? Punisher was awesome. Yeah, man, he did a really good job. He did a really, really good job in that. The actor that played Punisher, he played it really, really well. So I say we get together and dub over. Well done. Iron Fist was just a little bit better than Green. Oh man, I don't know about that one, man. At least what's the guy that played Green Lantern? At least I like him. You know what I'm saying? At least I like him. And I will tell you, I think that there was some news that came out that basically talked about the fact that the Green Lantern movie was like one of the more heavily watched movies that has been out during this shelter in place period, which is to the surprise of many people. But Ryan Reynolds is what makes the difference in that. I find him entertaining. I mean, in like a super goofy way. He makes a fantastic Merc with the Mouth. Fantastic. Scrolling down through the comments here. Ryan Reynolds. There you go, brother. There you go. 3-1. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, Pans, Iron Fist. Green Lantern was only bad because of the writing, not acting. There you go. In Iron Fist, man, it was the acting, the writing. It was not good. It was just not good. All right. So everyone needs a good laugh. All right. Says there you go. All right. He is indeed a very, very good Deadpool. He does a really fantastic job with that. And I think, I don't know, it seems like maybe that's like his natural disposition to be kind of not snarky, because snarky is negative, but just maybe fun-spirited, sarcastic. That seems like his natural disposition. Like he's not really acting. He's just being himself, and maybe I'm wrong about that, but he does a really, really good job. He really does. Oh, I also watched, I watched Wonder Woman this weekend. I watched Wonder Woman this weekend, and woo, that was really, I've seen it before, parts of it. I enjoyed Wonder Woman. I see why they're doing another movie for her. She did that really, really well. I started watching Justice League, and that was a little painful. I didn't finish it. That was a little painful. I decided to just go with Wonder Woman and watch that. And I enjoyed that. I really did. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I really enjoyed that. And I can absolutely see why they're doing another movie for her, because she did a really good job. There's a couple of corny moments in there where the jokes I thought were a little cornbally, fell a little flat for me, but generally speaking, the action scenes were great. It was fun. It was a superhero thing, a little bit of a love story in there. Batman was kind of inserted in there, at least Bruce Wayne was. So I kind of got a kick out of that, Al's like, I use some dirty grading at an estate sale. That's what's up, man. I'm telling you, the things I try to do, man, with the videos that I created, they are all designed to help people. So thank you for the feedback, bro. I'm glad that that the dirty grading was super helpful to you. So Flash fan, I am hyped for that movie as well. I'll tell you, I leaked a little bit. I leaked some information on the Twitch machine, and I also leaked some information on the Instagram over the course of this weekend. I was going through long boxes, man, and showing some I think some good stuff that was Wonder Woman related. And yeah, so if you saw the show on the Twitch, or if you saw the Instagram before I deleted it, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so let me flip over to the next thing that we want to talk about, because as you guys know, there has been so much noise out in the market, like over the last 3 days or so, since it was announced that DC is separating from Diamond. And there are a lot of opinions on this. There's a lot of opinions on this. So I want to continue talking about it just a little bit. And my full thoughts, honestly, are going to be captured in the video that I released on Friday or something like that. But I do want to touch on it just a little bit, because there has been a response from Diamond to what DC has done. And I wanted to kind of round out that picture by talking about that for just a few moments. And so again, I'm not going to go into this thing like super deep, but I do want to touch on this one just for a little bit. So Diamond Comic Distributors reacts to DC's exit after 25 plus years. It's common here. The headline, or the subhead, is that they're disappointed by the decision. So yeah, no one's surprised by that one. All right, so let me see if I can find this section here. It says today DC sent out a retailer communication just lost it. One sec. Pardon me. Hope you guys can still, okay, you can still see that. All right. Today, DC sent out a retailer communication indicating that they are ending their long-standing relationship with Diamond. In April, we were informed that DC was going to begin distributing products through additional partners. At that time, they asked us to submit a proposal for a revised agreement with the understanding that Diamond would continue to be one of their distributors, which we promptly did, which is to respond. They then requested an extension to June 30th, which we also accommodated. Last week, DC requested an additional extension through July. We responded with questions, and DC indicated that they would reply today, that being June 5th. Instead of receiving a response, today we received a termination notice. While we had anticipated this as a possible outcome, we, like so many others in the industry, are disappointed by their decision to end our partnership so abruptly at this time. So this is a statement that actually came from the founder and chairman of Diamond, and you can see here that they knew that this was a possibility, right? But it's kind of interesting how DC kind of played this thing with them, a little bit of some cat and mouse there. My guess is that they were DC, that is, was working with these other distributors in the background to assure, to confirm that they could actually handle the volume before they dropped the hammer on Diamond. But definitely some interesting stuff here, and I want to continue reading this just a little bit. It says, although we hope to reach an agreement with DC, every great change also presents great opportunity. Rest assured, Diamond is a strong company, and our success does not depend upon the actions of one business partner. While we recognize this change impacts the industry, we are well positioned to seize growth opportunities and are committed to the success of our publishing partners, the direct market, and our industry as a whole. And they go on to kind of make some additional comments here, but I thought this was a very interesting kind of comment here, and I want to round this out with this complete cessation from Diamond. DC is encouraging retailers to order from the recently launched Lunar Distributor, or UCS Comic Distributors, or DC's longtime book trade distributor, Penguin Random House Books. So I think a couple of people thought that this was a new relationship with Penguin, but it appears here, at least by this reporting, that this is a long-standing relationship that they actually had with them. So again, just an interesting, some thoughts, some additional commentary, some additional things to consider as folks kind of wrap their mind around this decision. And I can tell you, I've received a lot of message from a lot of collectors that are basically reporting how their LCSs are handling this news from Diamond. And in many ways, it's essentially what I kind of reported. The initial reaction was from one of my local comic shops, in that they're basically saying they are only ordering enough DC to address pull list, and they're not ordering additional things to kind of put on the shelves. So how long this will continue, I don't know. Are they just angry and they're just pushing back, thinking things are going to change? I don't know. I just, again, wanted to provide some additional kind of commentary. Sounds like Diamond is worried about losing more than DC. Yeah, that's interesting, because I don't take that. I don't, that's not my read of that situation. That is not my read of the situation, that it's worrisome. I think that they are, they and to some degree are taking a high road by trying to provide some additional context as to what happened and what was done to them, because there is a general lack of transparency on the part of Diamond as to how we arrived at this situation, right? So I don't know if it's them being worried, because if you think about it, even during this shelter in place, Diamond has continued to sign exclusive deals with more and more publishers, right? And so they haven't slowed down on that. So I don't know. That is not necessarily my read there. That is not my read of the situation. So, what is this? When the Diamond monopoly started, there was an outcry from the community and retailers in fear. Now it's the same. Please, they are a distribution line. That's all. I mean, that is your opinion, right? Did you also know that I think that they were spending about $40,000? I can't remember if it was a week or a month years ago, when there was some major issues in the publishing realm. They were spending about $40,000 in order to distribute comics out of their own pocket. I don't know if a lot of people know that, yeah, they may be a distribution arm, but they have actually done things to be able to support the comic book market in dire times. I think a lot of people don't give them the benefit of the doubt. I think a lot of people only hear the negative. They don't take the time to actually consider some of the good things that they've actually done. The fact that they employ, hundreds of people in Baltimore and feed probably a few thousand people because of who they are and what they're doing. Are they perfect? No. But name a company that is perfect, right? Name one company that is perfect out there. So scrolling through the comments here. Yeah, they did. Diamond comic card shop reality. Diamond stopped completely to halt during the shelter in place. Yeah. And a lot of comic shops actually said that was the best decision that they could have made. A lot of comic shops, because let's say that they had continued to ship. Let's say that they had continued to ship books out to people, right? And if they had done that, then you would have had books being shipped to comic shops that weren't even open, that had no means to be able to sell books. And then what happens when those invoices were being demanded that, hey, you need to pay your invoice? What would have happened to the local comic shops if Diamond had continued to ship books to shops that were closed? Comic shops will tell you Diamond did the right thing. They will tell you that. So scrolling through. Oh my goodness. We just put on some Rihanna. Just put on some Rihanna. Oh my goodness. Distribute through, what is that? Distribute through whoever has the least bindery defects. The thing is, the binder defects are actually caused by the printer, not the distributor, right? It is the publisher that is actually the cause of bindery defects, right? Because they choose to print the books a certain way versus spending the additional money to print them the proper way. So yeah, I think that comment is a little off, right? Because it's not about the distribution that causes the bindery tears. So, and again, I think this is a thing where people blame Diamond for things that they're not even responsible for. They're not even responsible for some of that stuff, but it's okay. It's all good. All right, let me scroll. Reggie's purchase, Diamond's issues. Unrelated, completely unrelated. What does it say? Smart to halt and go to SB. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people don't even realize, man, that they actually cut, I think they actually cut their executive salaries by 50%, right? They cut their executive salaries by 50% because that's like the right thing to do, right? And I don't know if like if you've ever been to Baltimore, if you've ever been to that region, you know that that's a pretty rough region. And I know for a fact because I've rented houses and still have rentals in that area, in the Baltimore area. And so, man, I am a fan of anything that keeps families and children eating. Big fan of that. Sign me up for some of that. So what is this? ReggieCollects.com is a perfect company. I appreciate the super chat, bro. We will never go into a bookstore. We will never become a bookstore. We will never become a distributor because there's just not enough money in that game for me. Not enough money unless you are massive out there, unless you are massive. But I definitely appreciate the super chat, bro. Oh, my goodness. Tommy Mayo, you're a nut. He is a nut. He said, Diamond killed JFK. Well done, brother. Well done. Somebody just brought AF15. Congrats, man. Congrats to you, my friend. That is well done right there. Yeah, man, it is a good night for super chats, man. It definitely is a good night for super chats. I definitely would encourage anybody that wants to contribute to the channel to definitely check out Patreon as well, right? Check out Patreon. Great thing about Patreon is that they only take 10%, unlike Google, unlike the YouTube machine, which takes 30%, which is a massive cut of everything that you send. They take 30% of it. So again, if you guys are interested, first, let me say thank you for the super chats. Two, if you do want to support the channel, check out Patreon. It is a much, much better way to go. But I definitely appreciate you guys. Definitely appreciate you guys. All right. So we talked about the Diamond thing. And I said I wasn't going to go into too much detail, but then look at me. So one more thing that I want to Diamond on the grassy knoll. Jerry, you are a nut. All right. So over here, man, I want to share this real quick. This is from IDW. IDW pledges, because we're going to end on a positive. Pledges to support the comic book direct market on a monumental day. So they kind of point, they make a comment here. They say in a year of comic market volatility and uncertainty, IDW is pledging its support for direct market comic retailers by extending full returnability on all new releases through at least the end of July and removing all associated fees for the foreseeable future. These moves help to protect comic specialty shops a risk-free opportunity to stock new launches and other key IDW releases, allowing retailers to order with confidence and effectively gauge customer demand. So that was a statement that was actually released. Says they go on to say here, the president and publisher and also CCO. Wow, he's got 3 titles. I wonder if he gets 3 checks. Chris, I wonder if Chris gets 3 checks. He says comic shops are the front lines of the comic industry where word of mouth, spinner racks, staff, hand selling make all the difference in a comic book's success. And he says, it's our responsibility as a publisher to make that process as low stress as possible for our partners in retail community during a time like this. Making it easier to stock our books is really the least that we can do. So shout out to IDW for this. I don't know about this graphic. IDW loves the direct market. Oh my goodness. And they actually created that. So IDW loves the direct market. So shout out to IDW for issuing the statements and standing with local comic shops. All right. Let me go back to the chat to see what you guys are talking about. We are getting close. We are getting close. We are getting close. All right. Did I just lose my chat? Think I may have just lost. Nope, I'm good. All right. So all the indies loving the DC bump. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. So give you guys a heads up on some things that are coming out from the channel over the course of this week. I'm going to be releasing a podcast. What is this? Let me do this. Let me do this real quick before. Shout out to Tommy Mayo. He says, so add 30%. Well done. Well done. Well done, bro. He says, so add 30% to super chats because of the cut that the Google machine takes. Tommy, I definitely appreciate the super chat, bro. That is very kind of you. Very kind. What is this? Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're good. All right. Tommy, thank you, brother. Thank you to everyone that dropped super chats. I really do appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate that. So couple of things. So podcast will be coming out tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific time. That will be dropping. Podcast is available just about everywhere. If you have a podcasting app installed on your phone, you should be able to access the Regie Collects podcast. If you search for it, you should be able to find it. There are links also on the community tab if you are indeed challenged. You guys see that back there? That fancy thing. All right. From I think it was my man Justin. I think it was Justin and his wife that actually hooked me up with that. If you guys watched the video earlier this week, that is back there on the wall. All right. So podcast is going to be coming out. Where's my man Joe? Joe, you and one other person sparked me to create a video on the PayPal debit card. I've been very remiss in that I've talked about the PayPal debit card, but I never told people where to get it from. So we're going to be dropping a video to talk just a little bit about the PayPal debit card. I am going to be releasing a video on 80s cartoons. So, well, a specific 80s cartoons. As I've been going through this collection of 100,000 books, I've been finding some really awesome runs. And these awesome runs have sparked a thought, right? Instead of doing a digging through my shorts or just doing a haul, what I'm going to be doing is like a combination of things. I'm going to be talking about, an 80s cartoon, and then or 80s, something that started as a cartoon, but maybe had toys and maybe had movies. And then I'm also going to be showing you some cool books as well. So one of those videos will be coming out this week. It's going to be on the 80s. If you guys enjoy it, I'll probably do a couple more. As you would imagine, there was a lot of really awesome cartoon characters that were created back in the 80s. So if it's popular, we'll probably do a couple more of these. And trust me when I tell you, there are some really dope books that will be seen. So I'm hoping you guys like this one. I've gone back and I've actually remastered a couple of interviews that I've done in the past. I continue to get a lot of questions about grading, and this is not a complaint, right? This is not a complaint, but it's a realization that I needed to do more. But I've continued to get a lot of questions about grading comics and what impacts a grade and what doesn't, and how to grade, and what's the proper way to evaluate a grade of a book. And I've done videos on this thing. And this topic that I think have been helpful, but I realized I need to do more, right? And so what I've done is I've gone back and I've remastered an interview that I actually did with CGC. I did an interview with them more than a year ago. And during this hour and 20 long minute discussion, we touched on several topics like Newton rings, which is something that has really been bubbling to the surface again. And we touched on a lot of different topics. So what I've done is I've gone back and I've re-edited that video to cut out a lot of the back and forth, talk that we were doing to kind of warm up the conversation. I've removed as best I could the technical glitches, because sometimes when you're live streaming, the picture doesn't come through as clear or the audio doesn't come through as clear. So I've made edits to shorten it and to also remove technical glitches without changing the meaning of things. Because what I didn't want to do is change up the order and to change the meaning or how someone actually responded. So I've gone back to edit it. That video, that CGC grading Q&A video, will drop this week. And then I'm also going to be releasing another video on comic book insurance, and specifically why homeowners insurance and why renters insurance isn't necessarily going to protect your collection, because I've continued to get questions about that. As I've spoken about it, that has prompted more questions. And essentially what has happened is when I did a lot of these videos, there were maybe 3,000, 4,000 subscribers to the channel. And now we're at north of 8,000 subscribers. And so there's a lot more people, a lot of people that have never even seen these videos. So I'm going to be releasing those. So those are the 4 videos that are going to be coming out this week. And then the 1 podcast that will also be dropping. All right. Carmen Santiago. Oh my goodness. You guys are hilarious. Let me see. Let's do this. All right, real quick. If you are in the United States, if you can tell me the name of the 2 people from CGC that have been on my channel before, the name, I will send you a pack of Jack Kirby cards. You have to be in the US. I need the first name of the 2 people from CGC that have actually shown up on my channel. That will be the same people that will be in the video that will be released this week. If you guys can throw it up in the channel, I'm definitely going to hook somebody up. Again, you have to be in the US to get a pack of the cards. And if you do get it correct, you just make sure you send me an email to Regie@RegieCollects.com. And there we go. There we go. Man, you are fast. Randy Resnake, talented artist and also a watcher of the Regie Collects channel. Shout out to you, Randy Resnake. Make sure you send me an email, bro, to Regie@RegieCollects.com. Send me that, and then I will hook you up with that right there. Hook you up with a pack of the cards. Let me see. Who else was on there? Drats, I don't remember. Oh my goodness. Al got it. There we go. Al was the next name that I saw. So there you go. Al, hook it up, man. You guys make sure you send me an email to Regie@RegieCollects.com and I will bundle those up. We have 2 winners, Randy and Al. Shout out to both of you guys. All right. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and give this book away. I unfortunately do not have any more Go Collect t-shirts. We are fresh out of t-shirts, but I do still have the exclusive variant comic from Go Collect that will be sent to you in addition to this really nice copy, 6.5 of Fantastic Four 67. So if you are the winner, make sure you send me an email to Regie@RegieCollects.com with your real name, your screen name, your mailing address, and I will bundle all this stuff up for you and get it sent out to you in a timely manner. All right. So scrolling down. All right. Let me pull up my thing here. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to roll some dice and then we're going to give away a cool book. All right. So let's roll those dice. And we rolled 11. We rolled 11, which is pretty typical for us, pretty typical here on the channel that we roll a super high number. so we're gonna do 11. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen one more time, and we're gonna look at the list of names, and then we're gonna randomize this thing a total of 11 times. I think you guys can see that. Yeah, let me make it a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make the window a little bit bigger as well. I'm gonna scroll through the names here real quick so you guys can see all of the individuals. I think this list was actually posted up around I don't know, 7:15, 7:16, something like that. First thing this morning, I was able to get it up pretty quickly. So these are all the individuals. I think there's like 265 names or something like that on the list. But we're going to go ahead and randomize this thing a total of 11 times, and then we're going to give away a book. That is once, it's twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd do anything for like some low numbers. There is 10. And the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway, the winner of a really nice copy of Fantastic Four number 67, The Origin of Him, also known as Adam Warlock, is Diz Nocturnal. You, sir, are the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway. Please send me an email with your screen name, your real name, your mailing address, and I will get this bundled up and sent out to you in a timely manner. Diz Nocturnal, you, sir, are the winner. I'm guessing it's a guy. Let's see who else was in there. Derek is in there. Jeff, John, Jim, Hank, Lee Wood is in there. I see you number 7. Yeah, St. Louis Ron. I see St. Louis Ron. I think Ron just emailed me not too long ago. Scrolling through some of the names, see if I recognize anyone. Young T, Harvey Abel's in there. Wolf Blitz. See a couple of people. I recognize. Cool. All right, so there we go. That is the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway. And shout out to the folks over at Go Collect for putting me in a position to be able to give away these books on a constant basis. And then I also want to show you guys the new book. Show you guys the new book that is going to be given away this upcoming week. And I think it's a cool book. I mean, I personally think it's a cool book. And here it is. We're going to be giving away Masters of the Universe. This is from 1982. Masters of the Universe number 1, 9.8 white pages. This is the first full comic devoted to Masters of the Universe and is, of course, based on the Mattel action figures that dropped in the 90s. So you have Battle Cat, He-Man, Skeletor, and the rest of the crew right there. This is the book that we are going to be giving away this upcoming week. And again, I think it's a pretty cool book. I want to share my screen with you guys, and I want to bounce over to Go Collect. Look up the F&V real quick on this book. And what is this? Masters of the Universe number 1. I'm going to search for it real quick. And there's a lot of Masters of the Universe first. But here's the one we're going to click on. Masters of the Universe. Looks like it has an F&V of 150. Look like it may have come down a little bit. May have come down on me a little bit. But you can see here what some of the prices are: 120, 130, 160, 140, 150, 169, 132. Yeah, we don't want to go any further than that, but you can see what the prices are looking like for a 9.8. Pretty nice book. Again, it's a piece of my childhood, right? Because I was definitely a pretty big He-Man fan back in the day. But this is the book that will be available to someone to be able to win this upcoming week. What I will tell you is that if you have any questions about how to enter the giveaway, search for Regie Collect's Go Collect giveaway on YouTube. There's a whole video, right? What I want to try to do is to avoid a couple of things that happened this week that I was not very happy about. Somebody decided they were going to post a hint to what the phrase was. No. Somebody else also posted the phrase to the page, to the community tab. I saw that first thing this morning. And I think, honestly, these were, I think, honest mistakes that people made. One happened on Instagram, one happened here on YouTube. I think they were honest mistakes that people made. And I think part of it is that because we have so many new people that are coming to the channel, they have lots of questions and they don't understand how we're doing things, which is why I'm constantly reminding people of like the rules and also how to get the information that they need to be able to enter the giveaway. So if you ever are in the chat and someone's like, hey, how do I do this? Please help them out. Please give them a little bit of guidance. And it would be greatly appreciated. That way we can continue to make the giveaways fair for everyone. All right. Let me scroll through the comments here, seeing what else you guys are talking about. Did you see what my mom sent me, Chris? Did you see what my mom sent me? She actually sent me Moss Man. I actually have Moss Man in a box right there. You can actually see it right there. There is a Moss Man in there. He doesn't smell anymore, but he is the tactile feel is very interesting. Let's put it that way. The tactile feel is very interesting. One more time for us noobs. Okay, how you enter. First, there is a phrase that I give you over the course of the week. There is a video that will come out Monday through Friday. And in one of those videos, I just went through the videos, and one of those videos will be a phrase. You capture the phrase from the video. You head over to the community tab. On the community tab, you have to scroll down. You will find a post. The post went up at 7:15 p.m. tonight. There is a post that is like, hey, do you want to enter this week's Go Collect giveaway? There is a link, right? You click on that link. That link will take you to MailChimp. You go to MailChimp, you plug in 3 pieces of information. 2 pieces are relevant to you, like your name, your screen name. The other thing that you plug in is the phrase that you would have captured from the video that you watched at some point Monday through Friday. You then tune into the Ready, Set, Go preview show, this show right here, and then I announce the winner. That's basically how it works. Watch the videos, get the phrase, enter the giveaway, tune into the show, and then you have 1 week to be able to claim it. That's essentially how it works. All right. So Scrolling through the comments here, somebody may have dropped a super chat that I did not see. The super chats disappear after a while, so I actually, it disappeared. It's actually gone away. I don't have the ability to read it, so you definitely have my apologies. What happens is when I'm doing the giveaway, I'm actually looking at other screens and not at the chat screen, so I miss a lot of things that actually transpire. And now that I'm back here, I actually cannot see it, so you definitely have my apologies for that. Wes is like, I bet the phrase will be Grayskull. You could be right about that one. You could be right about that one. You are very welcome. And again, FaceTime, if you have any questions, you can always send me a message on Instagram, Regie Collects. Or if you search YouTube for Regie Collects Go Collect Giveaway, there is a full video where I actually talk about the entry or the contest, actually show you where to go, where the community tab is, all that good stuff. I spend a lot of time trying to help people to find this stuff, because if you're not on YouTube all the time, there's a lot of nooks and crannies where things can actually hide. So scrolling through, you can tell there's a couple of things that I do here on the channel that are very much committed to memory. I think that the wording is the same, my inflections are the same, my hand gestures are oftentimes the same, and I sometimes will change it up just because I feel like I've said it too much, so I'll mix it up just a little bit. But yeah. Well done, brother. Scrolling through some of the comments here, seeing what else I may have missed. Oh man, Care Bears, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, man. Oh man, I'll tell you. Check it out. Barbie #1 right there. This is stuff out of the collection that I haven't yet had a chance to board up. Barbie #4 right there. Really cool Barbie right there. It's my the Disney Afternoon Tailspin and Darkwing Duck down there. That's pretty cool. Another one of those. I mean, it's a couple of, I'm telling you, this collection is just, it's cool, man. Here we go. Aladdin #1. How cool is that? That's a pretty cool book. I think that, yeah, that is. Yeah, we'll have to look at that. And then here is this Barbie fashion #1 still in the poly bag. Some cool stuff, man. I've pulled out all kinds of stuff. There's like Beauty and the Beast. I mean, if I have not found, however, Care Bears, but Care Bears may be in the collection. And when I find it, Teddy Ruxpin, I see you, brother. All right, Doug Tip, man, I'm telling you, Berg family, I got something for you, brother. I got something for you. Reggie will find strawberry short. I have not found any strawberry shortcut yet. I have not found that, but I did find a lot of Barbie. I found a lot of Barbie, and I was like, this is actually pretty cool. Tailspin. You guys may actually see some Scrooge McDuck, some Tailspin. There's a video where I'm digging in my shorts and I actually stumble upon a couple of those. So you'll see some more of that in some of the videos that are actually going to be coming out sometime. I found I think I want to say 4 copies. I think I only found like 4 copies of Turok, and I think I only found, like, somebody else asked that question. I think I only found like 3 copies, maybe 4 copies of The Death of Superman. So not crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Not crazy numbers of those books that people thought were going to be really special that ended up not being. So I haven't found a whole lot of that stuff. And I'll tell you, I found multiple image runs, and if you guys saw one of the videos, you saw some of the Spawn stuff. I found multiple image bins, but yeah, like only a handful of copies of Turok #1. Not even enough to like paper a wall. I mean, I'm a little disappointed, you know. I'm a little disappointed that I don't have enough to no, and I'm looking for it, bro. Silver, I love Silverhawks. I loved it. I'm telling you, but there is a lot of stuff that dropped in the 80s that I do have. And that's why I'm teeing up that 80s cartoon video. If you guys dig that, I've got more stuff to come. I'm telling you, some more stuff to come. So, the drink coaster. Oh no, I have not found any of that. I have not found a single copy of Power Rangers, not a single copy, but there's still a lot of the collection that I haven't even touched yet. But I do have something for you, bro. I do have something for you, and I'm not going to tell you what it is right now, but stay tuned for the video. Stay tuned. I do have some My Little Pony. I do have My Little Pony. What is this? What is this? Reggie collects the super chats in your email. Oh man, you're making it difficult on me over here, Killmonger. Super difficult for me. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this comment is here. And I don't have anything on my Regie at regiecollects.com email. So I'm guessing you may have sent something to my Gmail account. So I'll look over there real quick. And I do not have anything. I actually do not have anything on any of my email addresses, unfortunately. So I'm not quite sure. Again, it's Regie at regiecollects.com. But I don't see actually anything in there. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. I want to say yes to that. I want to say yes to that. Yeah, you know, I haven't found many Mark Jewelers. I found a lot of interesting stuff. I found a lot of inserts in books, cards, and things like that over the years, but I haven't found very many Mark Jewelers inserts. But again, there's still a lot of stuff to go through. So scrolling through the comments here, found some of those. Yep. You guys will definitely have to stay tuned for the videos to actually see what else is actually going to be coming out. All right, cool. All right. So with that, I am going to wrap this up. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me just a little bit. I absolutely appreciate it. If you guys need to reach out to me, you can definitely do that on Instagram. And it's actually the preferred way to get in touch with me. And you can do it. Regie at regiecollects.com is the email address, but the Instagram is Regie Collects. You can always get me there. Again, a lot of really cool videos that are going to be coming out this week. 80s cartoons, CGC grading, Q&A, why your homeowner's insurance and renter's insurance is not sufficient to protect your comic book collection. We're going to talk about the PayPal debit card, and then we're also going to be releasing the podcast as well. All of the videos are going to be coming out at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Thursday. I'll probably be going live once or twice over the course of the week. I may even release a bonus video, so definitely stay tuned for that. And the podcast will be coming out tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. All right. Like I said, if you guys need to reach me, I am not too hard to find. Take care.